Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends in Cyprus, I regret very much that I cannot participate today at your meeting due to obligations which are linked with my new responsibility as a rapporteur for a possible Euro budget facility. I welcome very much your initiative together with the Committee on Missing Persons today. As many of you know, I met my Cypriot married wife in 2004, and since then I have been a regular visitor to this island. Having traveled in both the southern and the northern part, having met many politicians, many people, I tried to find my personal view and interpretation of this situation, of the wonderful island with its fascinating history and its different communities. Having witnessed the complicated political situation and the emotions linked to the actual situation, as well as the challenges which have to be resolved so that the European principles and values are guaranteed to all citizens of Cyprus, it has become of utmost interest to me. May I say like this, Cyprus has become my second home country. I feel deeply emotionally and politically committed to this island forever. My particular interest lies in the work of the Committee on Missing Persons, and frankly speaking, it needed some encouragement to some people in the Commission and in the Council to convince them to follow us with this support we try to organize during the budget procedure. So until now, around about 16 million euros from the EU budget were transferred to the work of the Committee on Missing Persons, and we were also active in the fields of cultural and religious heritage. And I can say to you that this has become a sort of common sense from all leading groups in European Parliament, because we know it's very important to support these efforts to help Cypriot families and relatives of victims to reach peace and reconciliation after the tragic events of the past. It shows our determination to help towards a solution that will reunify this beautiful island. The work of the Missing Persons Committee serves the substance of the coexistence of Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriots and affects the solution of the Cyprus issue. In that context, the continuation of its work is of great importance for Cyprus, its people, but also the European Union as a whole. The European Union must also in future support the most successful bi-communal project in Cyprus, especially in the light of a possible solution. The EU should support the whole project of reunification politically and in practice, for instance by funding the Committee on Missing Persons. There are many things still to be done and many obstacles to be overcome despite the progress that has been achieved so far. The Committee on Missing Persons deals with a complex process which is not only numbers and money. The financial situation of the Committee on Missing Persons, which depends for the majority of its funding on the generous contribution of the European Union, is influencing the future of its mission and role. For instance, if the financial support will be disrupted or decreased, then the recovery, identification and return of missing persons to their relatives across the island will be negatively influenced. Therefore, I can assure you that the European Parliament is determined also in future to play a central role in funding of the Committee on Missing Persons. May I add also that in case of a reunification of the island, automatically an adjustment of the multi-annual budget framework has to be discussed and negotiated. And I think it's time that we are looking on these possibilities to find appropriate, of course limited but appropriate means to help in certain issues which are important in the process of reunification. I welcome also the progress which has been made during the ongoing negotiations, knowing that compromises at the end sometimes will be painful, but without any alternative. Let me close my short intervention. I still remember the French President François Mitterrand when he was intervening in European Parliament, and he said, "Le nationalisme, c'est la guerre." Nationalism means war. This was the past, and it's our responsibility to make sure that this will never happen again. And as our German Chancellor Angela Merkel said during the German presidency, the spirit of Europe is tolerance. And if we all commit to these principles, I think Cyprus has a chance to be reunited in a united and peaceful European Union. Thank you very much, and I wish you a good conference.